Okay, good morning everyone. So let's continue our lesson. Now that you understand the definition of limit, you can determine you can say the variable definition. You also understand about the mathematical definition using epsilon and delta. Now we are going to continue to the calculation. And for today, I'm gonna teach you about the limit theorems. So you can open your book, page 40. Open your book, page 40. So suppose that given a function of fx equals 3x squared minus 48 over x minus 4. Okay. So if I want to find the value of the function when x equals 4, then actually the value of the function will be 3 times 16 minus 48 over 4 minus 4, which will be equal to 0 over 0. So the value of f of 4 is actually undefined, right? But then if we are talking about the limit, if I want to find the value of the limit of fx as x approaches 4, it's actually equal to the limit of 3x squared minus 48 over x minus 4 as x approaches 4. Okay, so last time in the first chapter, in the first lesson, I think I taught you already how to look at it by the graph, right? So if we look at the graph, this is the graph of 3x squared minus 48 divided by x minus 4. And if you see as x is approaches 4, actually the value of your function, the value of the fx, is approaching 24. Yeah, and it's also proved by the table. You see at when x equals 3.999, the y equals 23.997, and when x equals 4.001, the y equals 24.003. So we can say that actually when x is approaching 4, the y is approaching 24, which is equal to 24. Okay. Now actually there is a way how you can find the value of the limit without using the graph of the table. So let's say that actually 3x squared, I have 3x squared minus 48 over x minus 4. So actually this equation can be simplified into 3x squared minus 16 over x minus 4, which is equal to 3x plus 4, x minus 4, over x minus 4. And then I cancel the x minus 4. So actually it's equal to 3x plus 4. But we also have to add that x cannot be equal to 4, like I said. So actually 3x squared minus 14 over x minus 4 is equivalent with 3 in parentheses x plus 4, but in a certain condition that x cannot be 4. Now, when we talk about limit of 3x squared minus 48 over x minus 4 as x approaches 4, actually is equal to the limit of x approaches 4 of 3x plus 4, right? Now, if we substitute the value into 4 here, then it's actually equal to 3 times 8, which is 24. It's the same. Okay. Now, the question is, why is it allowed to substitute x equals 4 in this step? Meanwhile, there is a condition that x cannot be equal to 4. So the answer for this question is actually, remember, when we are talking about limit, we are not trying to find the value of the function as x approaches as x equals a certain value. But what we are trying to do is to find into what number will the function approach as x approaches 4. So actually in this case, we can substitute x equals 4 because actually the x is not really 4, but approaches 4. So that's why it's possible, it's allowed for us, if we are talking about limit, we can substitute the x equals 4 there because it's actually the x approaches 4 instead of x equals 4. Okay. So now there on your book, page 42, there are several limit theorems that you should keep in mind. Okay, I will go one by one. The first one is if it is a limit of a product of two functions. So let's say that limit of fx as x approaches c times gx. So I have two functions like this. Okay. So actually it can be separated into limit of x approaches c of fx times limit x approaches c of gx. Okay, so it can be split. The same with division. The same with division, yeah. And then the next one is a limit of a sum of two functions. So if I have limit of x approaches c of, let's say, fx plus gx, then actually like multiplication, I can split it into limit of x approaches c of fx plus limit of x approaches c of gx. Okay. The same with subtraction. Number 3. The quotient, this one I have discussed, it's the same. So I will just make it together. So this is applied also for division. This is applied for division. This is applied for subtraction. This is applied for subtraction. Okay. So the next is limit of a constant times a function. So if I have limit x approaches c constant times fx, constant means that there is no variable, then actually the constant can be in the front like this, k times limit of x approaches c of fx. Okay, so it's like a coefficient. The coefficient can go to the front. And then the last one is when limit x approaches c of a constant, then of course the value is the constant itself. Okay, so I want to give one example, and it's relating to the skill that you should have learned in 10th grade already. It's about the synthetic substitution. Yeah. So example 1, we are going to find the value of the limit of x approaches 3 of x cubed minus x squared minus 2x minus 12 over x minus 3. Well, at first you need to try to substitute first the value of the x. Is it gonna be 0 over 0 or not? Let's try. So it's 27 minus 9 minus 6 minus 12 over 3 minus 3. This is 18, 12, 0. So yes, it's basically 0 over 0, right? So if it's 0 over 0, then you need to simplify the equation first, to simplify the expression first. Now the way you could do it is by the long division, like this one. But also for this one, I'm gonna use the synthetic substitution. So I hope you still remember. So this is the coefficient of x cubed, coefficient of x squared, coefficient of x, and then this is the constant. And then this is x equals 3 as the division, as the divisor. So we bring down the 1, multiply by 3, put it here, addition 2, 6, negative 4, positive 4, 12, 0. So basically, x cubed minus x squared minus 2x minus 12 is equal to x minus 3 times 1x squared plus 2x plus 4. Okay, so if we get into the limit, so the limit of x approaches 3 of x cubed minus x squared minus 2x minus 12 over x minus 3, then actually we can divide, then it's equal to the limit of x approaches 3 of x squared plus 2x plus 4. And x cannot be equal to 3. But again, remember, it's fine to substitute x equals 3 because it's actually approaching 3 instead of equal to 3. So it's 9 plus 6 plus 4. Which is equal to 90. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.